Alright, finally. Let's hope this doesn't... Hope YouTube doesn't cut this stream off like 5 seconds in like my Halo 3 flight stream did. Alright, let's see. Hello, this is BioGoji1989 and I am currently streaming a video playthrough of Halo 2 MJOLNIR Edition for Halo 2 PC. Halo 2 Vista PC. It's a rebalanced campaign mod for Halo 2. And we will be starting from the Heretic through Metropolis. Which coincides with the first part that I've already uploaded to ModDB online, and we'll soon be uploading to Nexus as well. Alright, so we're gonna do Legendary. Should I turn on a skull? No, I'm not gonna turn on skulls. Because, yeah, I'm probably gonna die a lot. I want one of those. Imagine if you could drive one of those on the street.
There was only one ship. One?
Yes, I am using a reshade preset. That's why everything looks so bloomy, so to speak.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to that planet.
As you said, fire, yep.
But I followed with all the ships in my command.
It's a nice
first saw
factory.
Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
It's the old parasite excuse. Don't use that.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
I always liked the opening cutscene of this game. It does a good job of setting up the fact that this elite is going to be our main character for Halo 2. The thing about Halo 2 is that Halo 2 is not the Master Chief's story, it's the Arbiter's story. And this guy, Thel Vadami, the soon-to-be the Arbiter, this is the main character of the game.
It was heresy.
Yeah, the Master Chief, he plays an important role in the game, but, you know.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not.
How dare you try to prove that you're not a heretic?
The great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
I just love how the game opens with the same opening music as Halo 1 right here. If you watch, you actually see that the in Amberclad is actually docking. It's actually moving into dock with the station right there. Look, see how the forward part is moving? I never noticed that before.
Totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply.
Well, that's what happens when you teleport.
This gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
I think I will! I'm gonna check my audio options here. Game volume.
Well,
I wish the game had in-game subtitles.
Anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6. Just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light. Alright, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay.
Don't you want me to look left and
Everything
right?
checks out. Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors.
Okay. You're not gonna make sure I can look
Move
left and
around a
right.
little, get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
You know, even the Pillar of Autumn's crew, when they were pressed for time, they still made
Go
sure
on,
to do that.
walk around, try it out.
I have no legs anymore. What's this? Beans, rice, and bacon. Pork ribs and boneless. Oh, that looks good. Man, these Marines. Oh, wait, those are rations, so they're probably not actual. No,
Hey,
this is the
take it easy.
future. Yeah, so anyway, for this mod, I've increased the Master Chief's health and shields. The Master Chief has 50 points for health, and his shields are 100 points. His shields now recharge at a rate have a stun of 3 seconds. They have they have a delay of 3 seconds and a recharge rate of 2 seconds. So they actually recharge much faster than they did in the vanilla game. So now when Master Guns says your new energy shields are extremely resilient, very efficient, he's no longer a dirty liar when he says that. The Master Chief's health has a recharge delay of about 6 seconds and a recharge rate of 4 seconds, which is equal to the delay and recharge rate of the shields of the Mark V in Combat Evolved. Hold on a second. Alright, just had to check something real quick. Yeah. When you play as the Arbiter, your shields will recharge much slower because he's wearing older armor. It's very archaic. You know, the Prophets aren't going to give him souped-up state-of-the-art armor since they expect him to die. But your health will recharge will have a recharge delay of 3 seconds, and a recharge rate of 2 seconds, like the Chief's armor. So it balances out there.
Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy shields. Your new armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient. Much better than the Covenant tech we used for the Mark V.
Is that why the Mark V was so good?
Go ahead and use the switch in front of you to start the shield test. Just place your hand on the touchpad to activate the switch.
Just
Hit the switch. It won't hurt much.
much. It doesn't hurt at all. Oh God, it hurts!
As you can see, they recharge a lot faster.
Well, now, yeah, thanks to my mod.
If your shields go down, find some cover. Wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind
Beef
me.
stew, lumpy gravy.
You done with my boy
dessert,
here,
salty.
Master Guns?
Yeah.
I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine, Johnson. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one piece?
Sorry, Guns, it's classified.
My ass! Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2.
Well, he's in a particularly
just
fine mood.
Hopped
Maybe Lord
into a
Hood didn't
pelican
give
that
him
escaped
anything.
Halo before it was destroyed. Does not explain Stacker and Dubbo, but those two characters aren't meant to be serious.
Earth. Haven't seen it in years.
But no. This reminds me of the opening of Half-Life, the first one.
Orbital defense grid was
on the
all
monorail.
theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just
Is it
one of
raining
300
outside? It
geosync
is?
platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship. Coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta, nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Johnson. We'll see about that.
Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
Johnson, you just mentioned Gunnery Sergeant not getting an invitation. Why are you playing coy? I wonder how long I can stand here. No, never mind. Yeah.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something
Do we ever
nice.
get to see that flying camera
Folks need
drone,
heroes,
like,
Chief.
outside of the
Oh,
cutscene?
so it's
I don't think so.
Which, well, we still got something to
That'd
smile
be cool
about.
to see. That'd be pretty cool to see flying around. Yeah, you'll notice the Elite has black trim as a secondary color on his armor. I've done that for all the Elites. Except for the Stealth Elites.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. UNSCDF. Look at the textures on that clothing.
Gentlemen, we're lucky to have you back. Go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
Yeah, you can see the neural
Nice.
interface jack thing on the back of Hood's neck there.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United
He's a
Earth
Marine,
Space
not a
Corps.
soldier. Soldiers are in the Army. Marines are in the
Break
Marine
your
Corps.
heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant.
Well, how did he break your covenant? All he did was... Oh yeah, that brings me to this. I love how Halo 2 sets up the dual narrative of the Chief and the Arbiter's storylines here. You know, especially since the Arbiter,
Miranda Key.
you know, his story is directly predicated upon the actions, the events of the first game.
His bravery in the face
You
of
know,
impossible
he's punished
odds
for
was great
failing to
credit
stop,
upon himself
you know, the Chief
and
in achieving his goal at the end of the previous game.
has lost one of its best.
You know, it's a very nice, it's a nice way of referencing the first game while setting up the narrative without the Arbiter necessarily being needed to be introduced in the previous one.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy.
Negative, Admiral.
Call off
Form a
your wedding
defensive
date,
perimeter
Admiral.
around
You
the
cannot
cluster.
marry them. They're aliens.
Commander, get to your ship.
Well, that
Link
probably
up with the
sound.
fleet.
I bet in like 100
Yes,
years
sir.
that'll sound racist.
You have the Mac gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts.
Yeah, but-
Boarding craft and lots of them.
Yeah, how did the
Going to
boarding
try to
craft
take
get
our
here
Mac guns offline.
first?
Give their
How
capital
did the
ships
boarding
a
craft
straight
not get
shot
blown
at
up by the other ships?
Master Chief, defend this station.
And here's something we'll notice it's really kind of weird coming up soon about the boarding craft. Is the direction they'll be coming from. When we...
Border inbound.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Alright. Yeah, so let's get started with talking about weapon changes. The SMG has had its spread changed so that it's it has a minimum spread of 0.5 degrees and a maximum of 6 degrees. It's basically almost identical to the assault rifle from Halo 1.
This is not a drill. I repeat.
The bullets now do about 5 points of damage all around. And it has a, you know, its ammo reserve has been increased to about 600 rounds when single-wielded, and it's 1,200 when dual-wielded. Meaning it carries the largest amount of ammunition of any weapon in the game. It does the least amount of damage per weapon in the game, but it has the most ammunition and the highest... Well, not the highest firing rate. That would go to the battle... No, the highest firing rate I think actually goes to the Sentinel Beam. But that's because it's like a continuous stream.
They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front.
Yeah, here's something I was talking about earlier.
Good luck, Cairo.
Why is that thing coming in from the direction of the Earth when the battle cluster is like in the other direction? Like it's not. Why is it coming in from there?
Field of fire.
I don't get that.
As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
feet.
Nicely done, Chief.
So yeah, the SMG now, it has a much wider spread, but it's actually more accurate than the vanilla one anyway. Because the minimum spread is, of course, 0.5 degrees.
Keep it up, sir.
It's, if you burst fire it, you know, it can be accurate. If you go full auto, you're gonna miss, especially at a range. So it behaves just like the, you know, the MA5B of Halo 1. It now basically is the MA5B of Halo 1, it's just it doesn't have the damage per bullet. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I have a health bar. The player's health still regenerates, it's just that the health bar, the purpose of the health bar is to show you what the stakes are when your shields are down. Your health still regenerates.
Short little life is over.
Yeah, your health still regenerates, but now you know how much health you have when your shields are down, so you know if you can take a risk or not. And that's something I felt was very much lacking in Halo 2 and Halo 3. Very much. I mean, Halo 3 is much more balanced, but the lack of a health bar means that you kind of have to guess whether or not it's safe to proceed when your shields are down. So yeah, let's talk about the plasma pistol next. I do not use scripts for anything I do. Yeah, so anyway, the plasma pistol has been changed to be more similar to the one of Halo Reach and Combat Evolved. The regular bolt does about 16 points of damage all around, while the overcharge bolt, its impact damage has been changed from EMP to plasma slow. It does a minimum of 35 points of damage and a maximum of 70, both upper bound maximum and minimum. Now, as for the EMP effect, what I've done is I've taken the equipment detonation damage tag of the plasma grenade, and I've edited that so that it now produces an EMP effect. It's 100% EMP. I've lowered its damage output because the in globals, the material damage index, it has damage multipliers for EMP set at like 500 or something. Like 200 to 500 points. It'll multiply EMP by that, and it would actually kill elites with a single shot, even on Legendary. Even Ultra elites would get killed with a single shot from it because of that. So I changed it to basically maximum of 10 points. So it'll strip their shields. But it won't kill them in one shot unless you're on lower difficulties. And it will definitely kill lower rank and unshielded enemies. Oh shit. Yeah, the tracking has been changed for the plasma pistol. It no longer tracks its targets at 80 degrees, but now at 45 degrees. Oh. That was spectacular. And awful.
Nearly knocked me down. Come out, you know.
Oh shit, I got them both. Yeah, so the overcharge, you know, it has a regular impact damage and it has a detonation tag. So it's got 2 damage tags attached to the projectile. Just like the overcharge from Halo Reach.
Chief, if we don't take out their border.
Now, as for the plasma grenade, since I've changed its equipment damage tag to something else, I've just swapped out the equipment damage for the regular damage done by its regular explosion. So, yeah, it'll still explode, it'll still do whatever when you shoot it in this mod. It'll still detonate and do the regular damage. Yeah, grunts have been altered a bit. Grunt miners have 30 points for health on easy and 50 points for health on legendary. Grunt majors are 50 points of health on easy. I think they had that by default though. And they're now 80 points for health on legendary. Grunt heavies share the grunt major stats, and grunt ultras are 80 points for health on easy and 110 points on legendary. But 110 was their default stat on legendary anyway. So yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, the Spec Ops elites still have their grenade throwing habit from Combat Evolved. What the hell? Oh, that's right. The maximum damage is 70. So now...
Alert. We have hostiles on the command deck.
And now you're dead. So if you, as some of you may have noticed at this point, I have swapped the firing sounds of the plasma rifle and the plasma pistol. I just think it's a personal preference of mine. I think they sound better this way. Because in Halo Combat Evolved, the plasma pistol and the plasma rifle had the same firing sound. Well, since I've got it here, the Needler. Well, since it's here, let's talk about the Magnum. The M6C Magnum of Halo 2 does 15 points of damage per bullet now, and its bullets can detonate explosives. And it has an increased ammo reserve of 120 rounds spare when single-wielded and 240 when dual-wielded. And that's it. The Needler, yep. And look at that beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Lost track of it.
Look at him floating in there. So yeah, the Needler, the needles track at 90 degrees. They have a guided angular velocity of 90 degrees, like the ones from Combat Evolved, but they travel faster now. They start out at a rather slow rate, and then increase over distance. This is to give both the player and the AI a chance to dodge them, to make the weapon a bit balanced properly. The overcharge, that is the super combine, does about 200 points of damage maximum, and it produces an EMP effect. And it will also detonate nearby explosives on the ground. It has a damage radius of about 1.5 world units. You know. So it's quite lethal now in the hands of the player, and it's lethal even when single-wielded. Which is a all the Marines are dead.
Good one, Marines.
Oh, there's one Marine left. So yeah, as you can see, the battle rifle has an increased spare ammo reserve. And its bullets now travel at 800 world units per second. It has a maximum range of, I believe... I don't know if I increased its range, though. I may have, I'm not sure. Its bullets, it now does 7 points of damage per bullet, so when you fire that in a 3-round burst, it's 21 points maximum, making it more reminiscent of the Halo 1 pistol, which it basically is the replacement for. It's basically the Halo 1 pistol in the body of a rifle. Oh yeah, plasma grenades also produce an EMP effect when they detonate. So with all these changes to damage, to weapon buffs, you gotta wonder, what have I done to balance out the enemy AI? Well, I've already talked about how I increased the health for grunts. What about elites? Elite miners, all elites in the game, regardless of rank and regardless of difficulty, have 100 points of health. That's easy through legendary, minor through counselor, zealot, and ultra, except for the rangers, the flying elites. But that's because I've increased their numbers when they appear, and that's the only way to keep them manageable. But now their shields are what change according to difficulty, and oh man, look at this lighting here. Look at this. It's kind of like probably should close that just in case there's a seizure warning for anyone here. I didn't think about that. That was my mistake. I'm sorry to anyone who has epilepsy. Hope I didn't linger on that too long. I just gotta take my medication real quick. Okay. Yeah. Now it almost looks like that announcement trailer. So yeah, we have ODSTs in here. Yeah. Also, a neat feature for the battle rifle that I've added is I've made it automatic. That is, you can hold down the trigger and it will fire burst after burst. It's still a burst fire weapon. You see that? The grunt stuck himself by accident. Almost like some of you now. Oh my god, that grunt blew himself and everyone else up. Woo! Look at them fly!
Alright, you bunch of tontos, we'll take break here. Hey,
Tontos?
cow jockey! Grenade! Grenade! Move!
Oh shit. Now, would he have pulled out a second energy sword when he berserked? Like... Why didn't that detonate the other grenade?
Uh-oh. Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Where's the... Yeah. Now, one thing I want to point out that I've done for this mod is I've given the energy sword an infinite battery in the campaign, which it should have had in the first place. You know, it should have been the reverse. You know, multiplayer should have had the battery drain, and campaign should have been infinite.
All non-combat personnel to pressure zone.
Hello. No, I don't know that guy be killed immediately. Yeah, the energy sword is still very much close range. Shit.
All non-combat personnel.
Oh my god, bungee checkpoints! God damn it! So anyway, plasma rifles do 14 points of damage total now, and 8 points minimum. So the plasma rifle is, well, it wasn't really a bad weapon in the vanilla version of Halo 2, but it's much more effective now.
Let me at him!
Yeah, so on Legendary, the Needler is both your best friend and worst enemy in your hands and by the AI. Although I wish there was a way to make the Needler super combine the player when it kills them, instead of just having the player drop dead. God damn it.
Right, get ready, man! Now, see what happens when we stick to the plan?
Yeah, because I don't think that was added again until Halo 4.
That's what I call a team effort! Two steps above the bottom of the food chain!
Rusted infidel!
Hey, calamari!
Shit.
Let's put this one on the wall!
Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Elite armor shields.
Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Yeah, so elite miners have 100 points for shields on easy and 150 on legendary. Elite majors have 150 points for shields on easy and 200 on legendary. Elite ultras have 200 points for shields on easy and 260 on legendary. Zealots and Spec Ops elites both now share the same stats as elite zealots. I mean, elite ultras, and oh god damn it, Marine.
All non-combat personnel to pressure zone.
He just stood there and watched it glow.
All hands to pressure zone.
You can hear it.
All non-combat personnel report to evacuation station.
Now, I've actually changed the battle rifle's
All hands report to evacuation
spread. It now has the same spread that the plasma rifle had, which was minimum of 0.25 degrees and maximum of 0.75. So it's slightly more inaccurate, but its minimum spread is actually about like 0.005 points more accurate. So it makes up for it, and since it has a fire recovery rate of 0.36 seconds and a soft recovery fraction of 0.2 seconds.
Come on now! Is that a weapon or flesh?
The hell is up with him? Oh, did I give him no shields? Oh, I'll have to fix that. Shit. Did that not go off? Did I get both of them? Yeah, Spec Ops elites. Yep, their armor is totally black, just like Silver Edition. Aww. Well, that's what you get for lying about about my energy shields in the vanilla version of the game, dirtbag.
Fire teams to Habitat Delta.
Actually, man, there's some nice textures on. Oh, look at that texture work there. Look at the textures on that fabric there. That's pretty damn good. This would have looked amazing with the P-Stencil engine, but man.
I need a squad at Habitat Delta.
Yeah, now you notice the shotgun is missing. That's because I buffed it to a degree that makes it a bit overpowered in close quarters areas. So it only shows up now at the very end of the level when you enter the, you know, the Mac gun control area. Now, here's the thing. For how I've made this balanced is I've adjusted the globals and AI generic tag, that is firing rates and damage multipliers and modifiers. So basically, all handheld weapons have proper damage modifiers in the hands of the AI. Can you see that? That's the AMP effect there, in effect. Yeah, so all handheld weapons have proper damage modifiers in the hands of the AI. All vehicle weapons have proper damage modifiers, and every weapon now has a uniform firing rate in its firing properties subblocks. There are two subblocks for weapon firing properties in the AI generic tag. You know, one's for like normal, and the next one's for legendary. So what I've done is I've made sure all the firing rates are uniform. You know, and they're all uniform. They all fire at the same rate, and then those firing rates are multiplied based on difficulty in the globals tag, just like Combat Evolved. In vanilla, they were still multiplied in globals, but the firing rates were different between the two firing properties subblocks, which is what led to the insane firing rates of the vanilla legendary. So now that the firing rates have been made uniform, they're now appropriate and balanced. The grunt stuck the elite! Dumbass little methane sucker. Dumb little methane breather. You just start that. And oh yeah. Wait, now there's something I want to do. I want to trigger that a different way. Now look at this. Look at these nice ferns. That's kind of weird, though. I don't remember seeing these. Oh, this is because I use an NVIDIA graphics card, isn't it? And come on, move forward. Come on, you can move forward. You can move forward. Come on, dude. Yeah, the frag grenade has had its damage. Its impact damage has had its, its explosive damage changed. It's now 160 points all around, 80 points minimum for both the equipment detonation and the regular detonation. Oh shit!
Ow! Come on, Chief, this way.
I was almost on board with Nation.
Don't worry, man. We're on.
ODSTs! Oh my god, the ODSTs actually showed up on their own!
I owe you one.
Did that body just fly? Yeah, every other time I've played this, yeah, like this guy here. Why weren't you out there fighting? You know, actually the texture details on the ODST armor kind of suck. Yeah, the ODSTs have crap textures. Like, the fabric on them is really crap. You got grunts. Look at that. Look at... Okay, see? Look at the fabric textures on that.
Now what, Chief?
Compared to... Or maybe they just have to be dead. Let's look at a dead
pretty,
one.
but we need to get to work.
Maybe it's just because of the... Oh my god. Yeah, all of this stuff would have looked so much better in the P-Stencil engine with the lighting. Because even crappy 3D models can look really good under the proper, if you have the proper amount of lighting. But the original Xbox could not handle that sort of, it could not keep a steady 30 frames per second frame rate when using the P-Stencil engine, sadly. A modern gaming console like the Xbox One would definitely handle it, as would a modern PC. But what's done is done.
Careful.
See, this is why I have the health bar here to show you.
On the enemy.
See that? Not only can I see how much health I have left, I can see how much of it's recharging.
Ready to do this?
Okay, you know what? They deserve to die just for standing there doing nothing. Did we win? Fuck it.
Getting rusty. You ain't much for brains, are you, son?
No. Oh no! He's been shot! What a terrible tragedy. Yeah, he just stood there and did nothing. Bastard.
Alert. Border. Important dryback.
Right. Prepare for the next attack.
Sir, boarders have breached
So anyway,
They have a bomb.
yeah. Jetpack elites have 75 points of health and 75 points for shields on all difficulties. Because I've increased their numbers to a rather ludicrous degree when they show up. I've made their numbers a bit ridiculous. You know, so it's kind of like the Halo 3 brutes. They're individually rather weak, but they show up in large numbers. Except they're still a lot tougher than the Halo 3 brutes because they can fly and move in different directions at once in 3. Because they can move to 3D firing points and, you know, fly around. So they're still a lot tougher than the Halo 3 brutes.
First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those
Yeah, so globals, on Legendary, basically enemy and friendly AI have a damage multiplier of 1.8 on Legendary and globals now, which is exactly the same as Combat Evolved. In Vanilla Halo 2, it was 1.5. But now it's 1.8. And Heroic, the damage multiplier is 1.4 for friendly and enemy AI. And on Normal, the damage multiplier for friendly and enemy AI is 100%. It's basically they do... Now, keep in mind, the multiplier affects the damage modifiers in the AI generic tag. So they're doing 50% damage by default, and then that 50%... So basically, the 50% that they're doing, that's multiplied in globals. So let's say that the plasma pistol, it does 16 points of damage. The AI are doing only 8 points of damage by default. On the normal difficulty, they're doing only 8 points of damage because it's 100% of that modifier. On Heroic and Legendary, it's going to be 1.4, 140%. Which I know is a misnomer because there can never be anything higher than 100% technically, but just roll with it here. I mean, it's 100 plus 40%, whatever. Yeah, but just roll with it. So that's 8 points, multiplied by 1.5, basically. Or multiplied by 1.8. And then because they have uniform firing rates, I have, you know, the plasma pistol. It's 4 trigger pulls per second on by now in both the normal and legendary subblocks of the firing properties section of the AI tags, except in the hands of Grunt Ultras, who fire at 6 trigger pulls per second. You gotta have a little bit more. You gotta have some amount of danger. You gotta have a little bit of danger there. You gotta make it challenging in some way. I mean, you don't want to make it impossible, but you want Legendary to be challenging. It's supposed to be a challenge. It's just not supposed to be completely unfair. That's how I view it. Of course, trust me, we'll get to the real challenge eventually. We'll get to the real challenge once we reach that Mac gun. Because, you know, if you've all noticed, Halo, the level Cairo Station has been kind of easy so far. I personally think that this is acceptable because this is, of course, your first level of the game. It's your tutorial level, so to speak. Yes, the Armory was technically the tutorial level, but the Armory is your first level with actual combat. It's supposed to be your tutorial level to get you, you know, to basically to get you sort of involved in learning how the game works, you know. It introduces you to your new weapons and your enemies. So I think it's acceptable for it to be a little bit easy compared to the rest of the game. At least we're not going to need the energy sword anymore. It's going to be detrimental to us from this point onward. At least for the at least until we get to the control room for the Mac gun, you know, because once we get there, things are gonna get tough. Because when we get to that point, that's where we have certain enemy types that will not let us go. Yep, infinite battery. Now, of course, the energy sword is a short-range weapon. Particular in this elevator. Look at this. This looks really nice. Look at the way the lighting is bouncing off of this stuff. This is nice. Like right here at this angle. It's, oh shit, they saw me already. Why are you just standing there, dumbass? Yeah, so now here we go. See that? Spec Ops elites will hunt you down. Their AI is really good. That was a lot easier than I expected.
Me, inside your head, now.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Ember class. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir. Permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
I just want to get you off my station. You're a danger magnet, Chief. Look at that elite body flopping in the background. That's gold. That's pure gold.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy. Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Oh, this guy's It takes one Spartan with a Covenant bomb to do what took basically an entire fighter group of Sabers in Reach to do. And here it's not going to get undone by another fleet arriving. That's a really nice matte painting. With some nice effects thrown on top of it to make it look like something else. It's really nice, though. It's really nicely well done. I love the lighting of this particular cutscene right here. It's really good. It's really nice. Boom, baby.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
You mean he flew pretty well?
Inside. Gear up.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. How thick is that hull? Now, if they could hear him land, how thick was that hull? Is there a dent in the Amberclad now? Is that hull compromised? I don't know.
The message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret.
Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien masters. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet! Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling...
None of those warthogs have drivers.
Immediate. Grid Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort. Roger, Recon.
It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in.
How come they're flying so low? Pelicans can go higher than that.
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the prophet of regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That prophet is going to tell us why. 30 seconds out.
Stand by to...
Whoa.
Are you sure that you wanted to go in now, Sergeant
if you
Johnson?
Can hear me, Chief.
Shake it off, Marines! Ah! Crash site! Go, go, go!
I gotta check something real quick. Alright, we're good to go. Hey look! It's footage from the E3 demo! That's what that is, that's from the E3 demo.
Sijaribu kupigana na adui peke yenu. Waachilie jeshi letu lipigane nao.
Brute Plasma Rifle. Now, the Brute Plasma Rifle is actually in the map file by default, alongside the Brute Shot. Why would I be afraid of you? Yeah, so I've switched up the placement of certain, We'll just give this to Sergeant Johnson.
New
contact!
Yeah, I am using reshade again, so certain things...
They do now.
And of course I have my NVIDIA control panel set to have like anisotropic filtering on the highest quality setting. NVIDIA, your best and worst enemy with Halo 2. Ooh. Yep. It's still using the Combat Evolved silhouette in the corner. Yeah, the sniper rifle now does 105 points of damage. Holy shit! God damn it, bastard.
I'm on a roll now!
How did he still throw that? Damn it.
Hell's bells.
Maintain discipline.
It looked like enemy.
Got him up good!
No, shit.
Look out! Coming!
Damn it.
Gonna flush it out!
We got jackals in the courtyard.
Yeah. That's where the bugger is.
Frag out! Come on! He's pinned down!
Ow! Take a look at this for me.
Johnson, you're immortal. Shut up. Oh, I got rid of that drone. Nice moment or two to... grab some stuff.
Buggers, heading over the rooftops.
Shit! Okay, so yeah, I've killed him. He's dead.
Heading over the rooftops.
Yeah, I've made drones headshot capable. That is, you can kill them with headshots now, and it will show up on the, you know, the targeting reticles of headshot capable weapons. You know, you'll see the little dot show up or whatever for the battle rifle. Yeah, it's a neat little quirk we've that was discovered. Apparently, in Halo 2, your health recharges as soon as you reach a checkpoint.
Hope the rest of you are
You
taking
bastard!
notes.
You killed Kenny! I don't know if that's your name, but that's what I'm calling you. Your name's Kenny, and you're dead. Bastards. Killed you. Tragic.
Demon flares.
Keeping the dream alive.
Ah, yes. David Crossmarine. What the hell is his name, anyway?
Across the
Mackenzie?
street, down low. Ow, son of a... Watch yourself.
Eyes up! Phantom's back!
Let's see. The fuck?
Eyes up! Phantom's back!
So there's something I need to change. So as some of you may have noticed, I don't really believe in making entire weapon sandboxes revolve around a single weapon. I believe every weapon should have a niche where it excels, and other places where it's not so good, but all weapons should be viable in some way for your general purpose situations. Now, they should all be viable in general. They should just have niches where they excel, and certain areas where they can fall short that other weapons succeed in, you know, relative to each other. Yeah, so every weapon has its shortcomings and positives and negatives. Every weapon is generally viable, not necessarily lethal, but viable. There's a can of food down there. Yeah, hide from that. Holy shit! I wish there was an option to make elites move constantly while fighting. think there is. I'll have to check that then. It's called Fight, Flight, Constant Movement or something.
My girl's a little big for that courtyard, Sergeant.
Bastard. Jackal.
Good LZ on the other side of these buildings. Meet you there.
Pork
Over.
ribs. They're just sitting out there waiting to be taken. Yeah, now there's one thing I want to mention about the hunters. They have shields now. Energy shields, in fact. It's actually a cut feature that's present in the game files. See that? You saw that blue glow right there?
Hunters.
That's the shield. It's not very strong. Come on, baby. Let's dance. Well, I did ask to dance. I guess I had that coming. I mean, I did technically ask for it. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Okay, we're not going to try that out again.
Stand back, Marine. Let the chief show you how it's done.
Second squad, this is Cortana. What's the status? Over.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Find a hole. Stay put. We'll come to you.
Okay, now look at this lighting here. This is cool. Look at this. This lighting is nice. And we're done with that now.
Follow me, Marine.
My little contribution.
Frigate tourists.
Yep, you saw that right. That was a grunt using a rocket launcher.
Sergeant, I need you on
It's my little contribution to the modding scene.
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements.
I don't think anyone else has done that for this level. This is my tech. So yeah, this is basically...
Come on, let's go.
I thought to myself, well, what can I do that other people haven't done for their mods?
Keep an eye on them. Chief, good luck.
And I thought, well, no one's given a grunt a rocket launcher. I mean... Well, nobody's given a rocket launcher to a grunt. Or where did he drop? Now here's a night.
Thought they had us.
Yeah, so anyway. God damn it. But yeah, so there's a scarab gun. Now I am playing with not quite centered, but close to centered. You know, using Project Cartographer, I could adjust the
That showed him.
Yeah, so Sniper Alley is gonna be a
Give it a bell, sir.
Trust me. Like I said, I buffed the plasma pistol, so it's okay. He's not gonna die right away from that. He'll be fine. I've buffed the plasma pistol. Oh, what's that there? Yeah, so Jackals, I want to talk about what I've done for Jackals. Jackals all have 50 points of health, regardless of rank and difficulty. The changes are in their shields.
Hey, sir! You fighting or what?
Jackal snipers have no shields at all. Jackal miners have 50 points for health. They've got 100 points for shields on easy and 150 on legendary. And
Nice, mate.
yeah, see from a distance, see how the bullets are impacting areas outside of the reticle? Yeah, so that's what I've done for the SMG. Yeah. So
Keep going, slackers.
Yeah, now, before I trigger the stealth elites that are going to come in here, and yes, I've kept the stealth elites intact here, and yes, they still dual wield. There's got to be some level of challenge and difficulty on Legendary. There has to be. It's called Legendary for a reason. Again, I just don't want it to be unfair. But anyway, Jackal Majors have 200 points, have 150 points for their shields on normal, and no, it's 150 on normal and 200 on Legendary. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, so Stealth Elites, they both have 100 points for health on all difficulties and ranks. Stealth Elite Miners have 5 points for shields on normal and 10 points on legendary. Stealth Elite Majors have 10 points on normal and... Damn it! Hit the sniper rifle instead of the grenade. But yeah, so I've added more Marines throughout the city because I want to make the Battle of Mombasa seem bigger in scope. I wanted to make it feel bigger, even though it's still the layout of the level is still the same. I just wanted to feel bigger by adding,
bloody alien!
You know, by adding visible battles in the, you know, across some distances.
Good one, amigo. Get. Ah! I think I need a medic. Let's flush it out.
So you can see Marines, like over there. You could see the Marines fighting the Covenant. You know, they die usually. You know, on Legendary and Heroic, they usually die before you can get to them and save them. But it's just their presence is what helps add it helps increase the feel of the scope. It's the presence that that makes the scope feel real. You know, it makes you feel like there's a much bigger fight being waged throughout the city.
I can't find it, mate.
120. Looks like oh!
They're okay.
I hate this feature in Halo 2 where if you turn away from an explosion at a distance, it doesn't go off.
Eyes open.
And oh god, that's gonna... Holy shit. Yeah, I've lost all my Marines. That's one fucking grunt.
Here is another. Stand fast.
Yes, grenade chains are back.
Here it comes.
Holy shit. Oh my god!
Chief, glad you could make it. Crash site's on the other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all over it. Follow me.
How are you the only one to survive? Must have been back here or something. Okay. Yeah, now we're gonna get to the part that I think a lot of people are gonna find interesting in this mod.
Stay out of sight!
Any of them gets away, it's your ass!
Did he just shoot his teammate?
Keep up the pace!
You know, maybe I should tone that down a bit. I have never been driven back like that before.
That was me! This is the place to be, Chief.
Thank you, Marines.
Move up, amigos!
The highest concentration of Covenant troops is directly below the carrier. I don't think they want you to get on board. That bridge is the most direct route to the city center.
Oh man, I love the beach. I hope you packed a suit, mate.
Cut the chatter. We got trouble.
I'm hurt!
So the Ghost, yeah, the Gauss cannon is much, it fires its projectiles much faster now than it did before. And it does more damage. Like, oh shit! Forgot about that.
Show yourself! Hostile down! Yeah, that's the way. Enemy located! Here I come! Neutralized! Knew you had it in you.
talk about? Oh yeah, the beam rifle. I guess I should talk about that.
Heads up!
The beam rifle, it now does 75 points of damage all around instead of only 45 like it did in vanilla. And,
Come out and fight!
it also has a slight stun effect as well. It'll stun you for about half a second. At least it's supposed to. I'm not sure if Halo 2 really translates the whole stun thing really well. Haha!
Move up!
And here comes the big challenge.
Hey, I got a live one! Oh, I had that one out. And I thought I was good behind the wheel. Oh, that hurts!
Let's grab the, No, you get out. You get into the passenger seat. Come on, come on. Good. Good,
Well,
Marine.
these guys just don't learn! Fall back! No! Ghost, coming in! Take cover!
Like this happened there.
Push on through!
This tunnel links up to the bridge. It's full of rats if you keep swimming.
Wow.
Here they come!
Okay.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not you and me. All of us. Humanity on Earth. Odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
Supposed to be a warthog spawning there. Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Contact! Alright, move on through!
I haven't really changed the rocket launcher much. There we go. Now I did originally want to make the shadows boardable, but for some reason it just would, like, I would make it so that the player could get in there, but then when I would playtest the level, the shadows would just sit there while the elites were walking ahead of them. Oh, there's the other warthog in the back. Yeah, AI pathfinding was greatly improved in Halo 2. At least for Marines.
You make that look easy, sir.
Yeah, we're good to go. The light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, I really do miss that loading screen, you know, between levels. It was so nostalgic in Halo 1. And
it blew right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up. Usually the good Lord works in mysterious ways, but not today. This here is 66 tons of straight up HE spewing divine intervention. If God is love, then you can call me Cupid.
Okay, Cupid.
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank.
You can see the digital counters to the guns.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Ladies like superior firepower. And where's the marker to? Okay, so there's Warthog.
I got shotgun.
Yep. Yeah, so the Scorpion's had its movement speed increased a little bit.
Look out! Here we go now.
It's not quite the same level as the Combat Evolved tank, but it's faster than vanilla.
Get ready, man!
Focus!
I'm not dead.
Hey, this is what we paid for. Let's get ready. That's what I call a team effort. Ain't nothing we ain't done before. Let's get ready, people. You've got two hands. You've used them before. Use them now.
Okay, everyone be cool.
Spotted another one.
I just like destroying things. It makes me happy.
Hey there.
Hello. Get on the tank.
Phantom inbound. We've got another contact.
Heads up! Trouble, brother.
Where are all of these ghosts coming from?
All right, this is it, people.
Incoming.
That's quite a welcome party.
Well, goodbye.
Lock and load, full auto.
Oh!
Oh, we got bad news.
Finally, man, those ghosts are tougher than the Banshees.
Got another one over here.
Lock and load, take these off.
Bye-bye.
This thing's gonna get a lot worse.
Got another contact. Brace up, it's gonna get hot.
Come on, take those legs.
Oh! Woo!
Lock and load, 140 round clip.
Keeping the dream alive.
Tank is on fire. Yeah, there's the scout hog, or the the troop hog.
Another contact. Defensive positions.
It's tight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this.
Yeah, you can keep that. You're gonna need it more than I will.
Well, you asked me.
Heads up! I've lost track of
Marine, follow the chief.
it. Here it comes, Marine. Ah, crap.
Yeah. Yeah, when possible, never ever let the Marines hold on to the rocket launcher when you're down this far. Alright.
Man, I could get used to this. Man, I love this. Do it. Grenade.
So the shotgun has had its range increased. Damage output is actually, like, that is the damage per bullet or pellet is still the same, but its range has been increased, and the number of pellets has been increased to 15. Yeah, so it's got a range of 40 world units, just like Combat Evolved. Its error angles have been... its spread has been changed. It's, instead of 10 to 12, it's now 1 to 3, with a minimum error of... Oh my god, how did I keep missing?
Alright, now we're good!
Of 2 in between them, so it maintains its spread. So it's decent. It's a good weapon now. It's got a better range, it's got better...
Did we make it?
Only thing left back there is a shortcut to hell. If my face looked like a squid, I'd be angry too.
Alright, come on, Stacker. Please stop. Please stop. Please.
Gun, Chief. Does the word training mean anything?
Get on the gun! Stack, get on the gun.
Oh, cut down and grab a picture. You can run, but you can't hide. Well done, Marine! Oh, we got a ghost inbound!
Problem solved. Oh, did all the other Marines die? Oh, shit, they did! Did he just jump in front of the vehicle?
Roll over and play
Seriously,
dead.
he just jumped in front of it. Okay, I'm gonna need you to,
What's the matter? You okay with this, Cortana?
get in the passenger seat.
There's one!
Hey ho! Well done, Marines!
Is that the last of them, though? No, I guess that was. Yeah. Swapped out the Jackal snipers for grunts and elites.
Watch it!
I just love hearing the grunts scream.
Hustle now! I got it!
Boy, heads up!
Using both hands, an idea whose time has come!
Wow.
Be careful, mate!
Yeah, very bad things indeed, grunties. My Warthog's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Holy shit. Almost blew him up.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the raids. They're the biggest threat.
Come on now! Eyes open! Let's find some cover!
Oh, what the hell happened there? Oh.
Sir, Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as we dropped in.
Start now, Corporal.
Sergeant Banks, ma'am. He's up top. Come on, I'll show you.
I'm gonna check something. Alright.
I asked for reinforcements. I didn't think they'd send us one.
Yeah, you wanna move this.
See this look? It's terror!
Did I give you permission to bitch?
I don't think it's stopping. Get your head down.
Big, what ugly sucker!
Get on out of here! Piss me off!
Marine, time to kill off the scarab.
Well, let me know when I should start trying.
It's over here, sir!
Hiding will not save. Hey! What is table? Hey!
Who's the one special?
Got another contact.
Found him.
Can't go any further this way. We have it trapped.
You are vile. You think to hide from me? Come with me. Cannot escape me. I am on my way. It is victory. Watch my back.
Yeah. I wonder if the plasma pistol will show up in the cutscene. And there you have it. And... oh, yeah, okay, he'll hold the battle rifle instead.
That's right, you mothers! Run!
Not if we can help it, Sergeant.
Extract the chief and return to an amberclad.
Roger that. Got it.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request
Alright.
permission to
Well,
engage.
that was a playthrough of MJOLNIR edition.
Bam! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.
And somehow this will get retconned in Halo 3 ODST. The explosion won't kill that many people. Look like a nuke, but... alright, so anyway, thank you all for watching this. Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this.